Hey guys, I just wanted to make a short video about whether or not you need an immigration lawyer to go with you to your green card interview. So people often ask me, do you need to bring an attorney with you to your marriage-based green card interview? This is a question I get all the time. And during a consultation when I'm asked this, I will tell you my exact response. My answer is no. You do not need to bring an attorney with you to your marriage-based green card interview as long as your case is straightforward. So generally speaking, when I attend these interviews with people, which I do all the time because people are just freaking out and they're like, I don't care, I'll pay for it, I want you to be there. Fine, I'll go, but I warned you that it's probably a waste of money. And the reason is because I'm sitting in the back of the room, mostly just taking notes. I'm not allowed to answer the question for you. When the immigration officer asks you about your spouse's family and you don't know the names, you can't just look to me to fix that. There's not much I can do in that situation. The only thing I can really do, if the immigration officer needs a document, I can be organized and hand it right up to the officer, like your marriage certificate or something. Or if the immigration officer is very inappropriate, then I can ask for a supervisor to review the decision. For example, I've heard immigration officers say, I don't even think that this is a real marriage because this is a same-sex marriage, and I just never believe that those are real. I think you guys are more like roommates. When an immigration officer says something like that, you can absolutely request to speak with the supervisor, but I will say that's incredibly rare, but it does sometimes happen. When people hire me to do their case from start to finish, usually we review for several hours before they go to their interview. And we go through a whole laundry list of questions and documents to bring. So we will create a final list of documents that they need to bring, originals and copies. We'll go through ways to answer specific questions when you don't know the answer, or you don't remember the answer, or you don't understand the question, or it's just a bad question. For example, immigration officer asks, how many stairs are in your house? But you live in an apartment building and you don't understand what they're asking. Are they asking how many individual stairs are there in your individual apartment, or how many staircases are there in your entire apartment building? When they ask you that, you should ask them to clarify the question. Officer, are you asking me how many sets of staircases? There's one main one and then there's an emergency fire escape staircase. So there are two long sets of staircases. My apartment has 0 stairs in it because it's only on one story, one floor. So what do you want me to answer? That's what we mostly go through during the case prep portion of the case. My opinion is that if you have spent enough time preparing with your attorney and you don't have any major issues in your case, like a criminal history that requires explanation, that's kind of a borderline crime. For example, there is one interpretation of law that could make you ineligible for permanent residence based on that crime, but you qualify for one of the exceptions. In that situation, having an attorney there can literally be the difference between getting a green card and having to appeal your decision and having the case pending for another year or two, and then get denied and then appealed again or refiled, and just be a nightmare scenario. So there are absolutely times where having an attorney there will be the difference between an approved case and a denied case. But in my experience, very few cases will make that much of a difference if your attorney is there. But maybe I've just been very lucky with very clean and great clients. All right, guys, that's all I have to say about bringing an attorney to your interview. If you have any questions, throw them in the comment below. If you're going through the immigration process and you're getting to your interview, or your interview was scheduled and you want to review with an attorney, I do offer that service. We can do it all during a consultation. I recommend uploading all of the documents that you've submitted to USCIS in advance of the consultation so that I have everything and we can go through each document one by one during the consultation. We'll practice for the interview. We'll create a list of documents to bring, and we'll make sure that you're in the best position possible. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. I put out family-based immigration topics regularly and some USCIS news updates. And I'll see you guys next week for another one.